Ask the Experts is brought to you by Seaman Law Offices, the keystone to your family's legacy.
Doreen, welcome back to Ask the Expert.
Hello, Krista. I'm happy to be here.
Of course, we're happy to have you. So I'm glad that you're here because I was looking over my 401k and wondering if I need a financial advisor. Do a lot of your clients have consultants?
Retirement accounts can be tricky.
Okay.
It's not unusual for clients to have financial advisors managing their funds for them.
Okay, so how does that affect estate planning?
It can be a great partnership. Since I'm not a financial consultant, if a client asks for a recommendation, we work together to find a professional they'd like to work with. However, anytime a client already has a working relationship with an advisor, I believe it's important to maintain that cooperation with the person who understands the client's finances already.
Okay, so what happens if I don't cash my 401k in my lifetime?
Well, let's say you pass away and you owned either a 401k or an IRA worth $30,000, and your three nephews were listed as your beneficiaries. If they were at least 18 years old when they inherit it, they'd have the option to just cash the whole thing out immediately. And if they do, then they would each get a check for $10,000, less some penalties. So they'd lose about half of it between taxes and penalties.
Okay, so that's a lot of money to receive all at once, especially if you're young.
Right. It's especially kind of a big deal for these beneficiaries because they might not be very good with the money, or they could have addiction issues or marriage problems or any of those other difficult issues that people deal with.
Right. Okay, so is there an alternative to receiving such a large sum outright?
By utilizing a retirement trust as a beneficiary of the retirement account, you could set up a distribution schedule for your nephews. So the money is protected from all the bad things that can happen to good people.
Okay, so each nephew would receive distributions that are designed to keep the money from being wasted, and also they could avoid paying unnecessary taxes and penalties.
Yes, many clients choose to give the beneficiaries more control at specific ages or after a certain amount of time. For example, maybe a little more control every 5 years. It just depends on what the client thinks is best for their beneficiaries.
All right, well, great information today. Thank you so much, Doreen. To learn more, you could call 304-554-2900 or visit SeamanLawOffices.com. Thanks again, Doreen.
Thank you, Krista.
Ask the Experts has been brought to you by Seaman Law Offices, the keystone to your family's legacy.